Good evening. The melting pot. The melting pot. America is called the melting pot. This is not political. It's Christian. We get upset about people who reject people because they don't melt. America. But I always thought I um I didn't have a problem with sort of being what's the word for having problems with certain cultures, um, racist or anything like that. I don't think I had a problem with that. Because I thought it was good. But living in an adult family home, I'm realizing that sometimes I do see things about the Ethiopian culture that I don't like. And it comes out in the way I talk sometimes. It makes me realize that maybe I didn't have that under control. We should be like little children, right? One place I was at, there were kids that learned Spanish, jabbering away in Spanish, kids learning English, jabbering away in English, kids knew Russian, jabbering away in Russian, and they were playing. They didn't understand each other, but they were playing, enjoying each other, being friends. Yeah, we should be that way, but I'm suggesting we be more. I'm suggesting we see the differences when the homeless bum would give a ride to somewhere, has grungy um, clothes on. We should be able to see the dirt. We should be able to see the bad clothes. We should be able to smell. But then that's when we accept. We accept them the way they are. We don't put it off and say, well, I'm not going to notice that. I'm not going to see the bad. No, see the bad. See the bad. And then you accept the bad. And how to do that? I don't know. I just realized I was doing that. And bothered me. Sometimes I get upset at myself for getting upset about that. And then that's a problem. But I don't know. Some things about, so, you know, we can, hey, transgender, Sunday keepers. Okay, there's sin. There's sin, okay. But if we accept them and understand where they're coming from, maybe we can help them. Jesus did that at the well. The woman comes up and said, you got serve for a drink. So you've had 5 husbands and now you're not with. Or not your husband. He already knew that, even though he showed love to her. He already knew that. We don't want to cover up somebody's sin or have them cover up. You bring it to the light. Maybe there's things that, no, they're not bad, but that's sin, but they're not good. Maybe the melting pot philosophy of America isn't good. Maybe it's not what we should do. Maybe we need to accept each other's cultures the way they are. Accept each other's languages. Learn to say hi, at least. I know how to say thank you and good night in several languages. And I find most of the time people having problems with Chinese or the Irish, whatever. But might have some bad things about them or some things that don't match with us. We shouldn't hate them. We need to love them. We need to love everybody. And we need to accept that they have sin, not try to make them perfect or force them to be perfect, or to say the reason that because they're not like me, there's something wrong. People did that when they went into other countries when they were exploring the world. It says for 15, 1600s. They would go into a country and they worship God. They said, no, you're supposed to say God like this. And you're supposed to worship him like this. And you're supposed to have certain clothes on. And you're supposed to have your house is built like this. But just because they say God, Wallabu, does that mean that they don't have a separate God? No, no, because they know him that way. They have a relationship in that way. And I just need prayer today prayer that I can accept other people the way they are. That I can appreciate the differences and even the bad differences that I can accept. On whatever attitude I'm supposed to have with that. I don't even know. I don't even know. Just pray for me about this. And I will pray for you. Open my eyes, Lord. I want to see Jesus, to reach out and touch him and say that I love him. Open my ears, Lord. Help me to listen. Open my eyes, Lord. I want to see Jesus. Thank you guys for listening. If you did, if you are going to.